guys, welcome to the new movie. Today we're reviewing The Others, so let's jump into it. First of all, what is The Others? This is a new movie, came out, I believe it's this year, so it's a new movie. I didn't know much about it until Psycho Cinema says, hey, we're going to be playing this. I'm like, okay. It's Maisie Williams, I think that's the name, she was also in, whatchamacallit, what's the movie? The New Mutants. She was in that. She was good in that. She was also good in this as well. And also she was in, I want to take Game of Thrones, but I'm not sure. Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I'm probably, if I am, sorry, but if I'm not, okay. But The Others is a weird movie because it's based on a comic, a graphic novel, mind you. I was like, what? This is based on a graphic novel. You got me. That is always an interesting thing. As a guy who likes comic books and likes reading comic books, I looked it up on my app, what I have on my phone. I'm using to record this, so I can't really show you anything now. But I looked it up on my app. I have an app for comics, so I log on my comics and stuff. And I was like, I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it under The Others. I looked it up online, stuff about the movie or stuff to see if I could get any. I figured it out. It's a French comic, so I'm like, oh, a French graphic novel, interesting. Because it feels very British, not French, but I'm not going to complain. Again, this is good. The movie was good, I'm going to say that. But I'm like, okay, French comic, not going to complain. That could be maybe why I'm having a little trouble finding it. But I'm like, why is there not an English version of the comic? I'm only saying that because they're making a movie. They made a movie in English for a comic that I'm assuming had to be popular, or somebody was like, hey, we can turn this into a movie. Like, why don't we have an English version of the comic? I would love to read that, so maybe somebody should get on that. If there's one, I'd like to know what it is, because I wouldn't be against reading it. But, yeah, so the comic's in French, so I'm like, okay. I tried to look up the French name, too, and I couldn't find it on my app, so it could be under something very specific, or just not on my app, because it probably don't. It might be something, I was going to say obscure, but they're making a movie on it, so it can't be that obscure, so I don't know. But anyway, based on a comic book, a French comic graphic novel. So I'm like, okay, I like that. I like comic books, movies, and movies that are based on comic books, not just superhero movies, just based on great comic books. I like great comic books. I can make great shows, movies, all kinds of stuff. But yeah, the movie is good. It is, I would say, it definitely is a horror movie. I would say that if you don't like blood, violence. This is a movie that's not for kids. It's R-rated. It's great. It's about, Maisie Williams' character is the girlfriend of the main guy, who I believe his name is, I want to say Nick. I thought it was an N, right? Was it Nick? Maybe we could have just read something that had Nick in the name, so I think that's, I read this one, right? Was it Nick or was it somebody else? Nate, I don't know. We're gonna call him Nick, and if I'm wrong, sorry. Everyone can be like, oh, it was this name. I'm like, I know. I saw this last Friday, and today's Tuesday, so it's been a couple of days. That's the one problem I have. Is with movies, like, especially one-off movies, and also since I don't record stuff, immediately after I see the movie, I don't, if I forget a name or do something, that's my fault, I'm sorry about that. But she goes to meet her boyfriend, who I'm going to call Nick, just to make it, he might have been Nick, so it could be right, but I don't know. Goes, meets Nick, he's with a bunch of his friends, they're scanning out this house because they know they have a safe in it, and they're going to try to break in it so they can get money and, get, rich and be well off and da-da-da. And at first I was like, okay, you guys want to assholes, maybe? And then they go in, and then they start, obviously the girlfriend comes and stuff. I'm like, hey, I need the car for work. And it's like, oh, no, we have this thing we're doing. Like, okay, they left. The two old people left, because there's two old people there, and one's a doctor and stuff. They leave, and they're like, okay. And we go into the house, and then they start trashing it and stuff. And then eventually the old couple come back, and then they have to hold them hostage and stuff. And then, other than that, I'm not telling you anything, because you can... I think after that, it's like, I'm not going to do anything else. They hold them, the couple come back, hold them hostage so they can figure out what's in the safe. And that's the thing. What's in the safe? You do find out, I will say at the end, you do find out what's in the safe. I kind of figured it was something. It wasn't just money, because obviously the movie is big get to where it's like, something's in the safe, they don't want to open it. For a reason, maybe. So yeah. Yeah, so the movie is great. I'm not saying the rest of it, because there is some stuff that you didn't expect. But other than that, I'm not going to say anything other than what's in the safe stuff and some other stuff was not what you expected. It was good. Like, I actually enjoyed it. It was a fun little movie. I enjoyed it. The Others, always a good way, I would say, if you're interested, if I talk about a movie and you seem interested in it, always go check out the trailer and then go by that. And then if you like that trailer, then go see it under your own pretenses. I'm just saying what I thought about it. Also, sometimes, I'm not going to say I'm biased, but I do just enjoy movies a lot. In a way where I feel like I don't ever hate any movie, just to be clear. There's not many movies I really hate. I've never seen any movie I've seen I've not hated. And technically, we have a lot of posters here for stuff, little things I've gotten from comics Eventually, I just, for some reason, wanted to mention it because I saw it, that I wanted to eventually cover every movie I have on these posters at some point. I started to talk blocking, I'm going to have to go figure that out. But thank you guys. That's it for this one. What do I give the others? I'm giving it like it's like an 8 or a 9. I'm like, has some good parts in it. I want to give it, because it gets some good turns, has some good stuff in it. I want to say I'm going to give it a 9. It's not a 10. It's really good. I really enjoyed it. Now, obviously, just because I give it a 9 doesn't mean everybody else could be in like an 8 or something. Now, obviously, not everybody rates movies, but I enjoyed it. I would watch it again. Honestly, I'd watch it again. It's really good. I would watch it again, really. I'd watch it now. Like, it's actually not bad. I'd watch it again really easily. So, yeah. So, what do you guys think of the others? Let me know in the comments down below. Let's talk about it. You guys can always stay epic. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.